Hey guys, my name is Courtney Budzyn and this is What's for Din. Today I'm going to be showing you an all-purpose, super easy homemade pizza dough. Even though this is super easy, this is by far my favorite pizza dough recipe. I've tried several different recipes and this is just perfect in my opinion. You can use it just to make regular pizza. You can use it in my upcoming video, how to make pizza pot pie, which is so good that you definitely have to try it. The ingredients you need are very simple. You just need some all-purpose flour, some water at a temperature of 115 degrees, some brown sugar, some oil. I'm using canola. You can use vegetable if you want. I wouldn't suggest using olive oil because this has too much of a pungent flavor for this. Some salt, some yeast, and then I just have a glass bowl here with some oil in it just so that we can put it in there when it's ready to rise. So the first thing we want to do is activate our yeast, which is a very simple procedure. I'm just going to take about a teaspoon of the sugar, add that to my water, kind of give that a mix, and then I'm going to add my yeast in. And the sugar will help activate the yeast because the yeast feeds off the sugar. Okay, you can see my yeast is activated. It's nice and bubbly, and that's exactly what you're looking for. So at this point, I'm going to add the rest of my sugar, add the salt, and the oil. Give that a stir. Okay, now we're going to dump this right into our flour. And I like to start by mixing it with a fork just until it comes together. So now that my dough is starting to come together, you can see there's still some flakiness. I'm going to put it on my lightly floured surface and I'm going to knead this for about 5 minutes. You can do this in a standing mixer or you can do it by hand like I'm doing. I just think everything tastes better when you do everything by hand, but that's just me. You want to do this for about 5 minutes until your dough is nice and smooth. Okay, I think that's about good. You can see my dough is nice and smooth and it's not too dry and it's just a little bit tacky. I'll show you. You can see it slightly sticks to my hand, but it's not like pulling apart when I do that. So in my bowl, I just have a little bit of oil. Just gonna get some of that oil on the top and smear it around the bowl. Not too much, you don't want it bathing in oil. And I'm just going to cover this with a damp towel, and I like to put mine in the microwave just so that there's no drafts or anything to let it rise for at least an hour. You can do this overnight if you want to, but at least an hour is perfectly fine. It'll still be amazing. So I'm going to stick this in my microwave, let it rise, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. I just pulled my dough out of the bowl and put it on a lightly floured surface. Now the first thing you want to do is just deflate it. So I just punch it or just press it down. And then you can either roll it out into a regular pizza, you can do a square, you can do an oval, you can do whatever you want. But today with this pizza dough, I'm going to make homemade pizza pot pies. These are so good and so easy to put together. And if you do want to try that recipe out, just check out my next video. Now when you do make this dough, it goes in the oven at 450 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes or until it's brown. So it depends on how thin or thick you make it. I like mine a little bit thicker than most people, so just keep an eye in the oven. Other than that, I will see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. See you later.